Hi everybody! Roar! Creature Trucks are back with another video today, and today we are doing the review of Fantastic Four First Steps. Yeah. Oh man, I loved the movie. It was great. I mean, a perfect way to go into the next phase of the MCU. Yep. You know, after what happened at the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts, I was wondering how they would fit into the story. Yeah, it turns out it's really good. I mean, well, the movie takes place 4 years after they got their powers, and they are really great. Sue and Reed are married. I mean, they were even married before they got their powers. Johnny is still Johnny. Ben is still being his rock hard self. Sue and Reed are expecting a baby. Wow. And wow. I mean, a lot has happened. We've seen them fight tons of villains like Mole Man and a lot of other villains that were in the very old comics. Yeah, but with Mole Man, they actually brokered a peace with Mole Man and having his own set of land underground. Yeah. Called Subterranea. A whole part of New York that's underground. Under New York. People can live there. And he's like the king or mayor of Subterranea, but still, it's a really good way that they did it with, you know, and we even see a little bit of a thing with Doctor Doom, Latveria. He's not into the whole, he's not doing politics because he's, well, you know, Doctor Doom. Yeah. And then there's also, wow. Well, Sue is in the whole political game and stuff. And then we also see them not only defeating a lot of their old villains, a lot of villains that were in the comics, and then there's Doctor Doom and stuff, but we also see the female Silver Surfer as she comes to Earth and heralds the coming of Galactus. And he was gigantic. Yep. And he's not a villain. He just has an insatiable hunger to eat and destroy planets. He's not a villain. He's a force of nature, which means he's not an Avengers level threat. And the only hero who could actually stop him is by himself is the Ghost Rider with the penitent stare. Ah, yeah. And we also see that Johnny has the hots for this Silver Surfer. No. Yep. Wow. And when they go to find and negotiate with Galactus, he was gigantic, but he said he would spare Earth if Reed and Sue give him their child. What? What, that galactic planet eating bozo? What kind of a person would do that? I know. He's gotta be out of his planet eating minds. I considered him a villain after that. Because he said that their son has like infinite amount of power. I don't even know what Reed and Sue's son can do. According to the comics, it says that their son, Franklin, says he can create dimensions, and that means he could potentially, like, go through traveling through dimensions. So, do you think that that's how they went from their Earth to the other Earth? Yeah. Yeah, 4 years after they got their powers, and then 5 years after. Franklin is 5 years old, so after the whole thing with Galactus, whew, they were able to. It's like, I don't know. And also the whole thing with the story with behind this Silver Surfer, it's almost like the one from the other Silver Surfer from the other Fantastic Four movie. Yeah. She became the Silver Surfer, Galactus's herald, in order to spare her planet, and not only her planet, but also her daughter. Oh, wow. Yeah. And Johnny, this Johnny is like really, really smart. I mean, I loved the movie from start to finish. I loved the story, the action, the drama. I mean, even the comedy between Johnny and Ben, it was great. Yeah, and a lot of other things too. I mean, and we also see that in order to stop Galactus, they thought the only way to do that was to send him off into the far side of their universe, because without his ship, he's just stranded out in space. Sounds like a really good idea. Yeah. I mean, without him, if he's just stranded out in space, what can he do? And, well, I loved seeing how powerful this Susan Storm is. Her force field powers, I mean, it's not just force fields she can do. She can also do a whole lot of other, like a whole different thing, too. And Ben, still rock hard and strong. He is great. I love the way Johnny flies and how he's like, his pyrokinesis is like really cool. And then there's Reed with his smarts and his stretching. Yeah. But with Franklin, I don't even know what he can do. And at the near minute seconds, when I thought Johnny was going to sacrifice himself to, like, send Galactus off into space, and thereby Johnny would be stuck out in space, our Silver Surfer pushed Johnny out of the way, and then she sent Galactus out into space herself. I don't know if she's still out there, but I bet she could survive without him. Yeah. Uh-huh. And we also see the post-credits scene. Well, Franklin is now 5 years old. And, well, and then there's also we saw Dr. Doom with Franklin. I mean, with his mask off. We don't see his face, but we all know who's playing Dr. Doom in their universe. Yep, Robert Downey Jr. Uh-huh. But we don't know what's going to happen next. How do they go from their Earth to the MCU Earth? I cannot wait to see what happens after that. I think it's going to be awesome. Do you think so, Trex? Oh, yeah. So, that's going to be it for our review of Fantastic Four First Steps. So don't forget to like our videos, comment what you think, share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe right away. And have a very fantastic time, everybody. This is Cray Creature, or Jerks, telling you to have a really fantastic summer the rest of the way. Bye, everybody. Roar!